Is this the Rookie CEO podcast?
Yeah, I think we're in the right place.
Oh, Hev, it's recording. This is Fuzz.
And I'm Hev, and you're listening to the Rookie CEO podcast.
Today, we're going to be talking about your network is your net worth.
Yeah, baby.
What do we... This is the reason why I don't want you doing the intros.
Why? It's more fun when I do them.
So what do we mean by that? What's your...
I think you are only as successful as the people you have in your corner. So they say like in a team, you're only as strong as your weakest player, aren't you? So if you have a network of people that are really supportive, they're passionate, they're, will follow you to high ends, they always deliver, it just reflects so well on you. And being able to add value to clients by being like the go-to person for knowing you got a guy for everything. There's a lot of value in being that person that's like, I'll ask Sam because he'll know someone, or I'll ask Heather because she'll find someone. You want to be that go-to person, and you can't have that without a strong network around you. Yeah,
for me personally, I think I've had this in the past, and it's just change the word network to friends, right?
Yeah.
I've had groups of friends in the past that are, because in my head there's two types of people. There are people that are batteries that give you energy, and there are people that are hoovers and they just suck every bit of energy out of you.
Energy vampires.
Yes. And I think it's really important to have that same perception when you're networking. Is you want to be surrounded by people theoretically that your perception of them are they're doing better than you.
Yeah. Because
they're driven and they'll drive you. And it's not about a competition, but also it's about like you want to be on the same level as them because you're looking up to them. And if they're in your circles, you're going to constantly be driven and improve and develop yourself. And that's how businesses are successful. They adapt well to the surroundings. And if you're surrounded by an amazing team of people, you're going to want to constantly push yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
When you started your business, when you started HW Marketing, who would you think was your network then?
I really struggled when I first started because all of my friends were so supportive. They really were. But I was the first one kind of in the friendship group that went self-employed. So as much as they were supporting me and they were amazing, when it come to kind of asking things about running a business and stuff, they just couldn't answer some of my questions. So that was when I went and found like a weekly networking group. And as much as I ended up hating that group, I made two really valuable connections who one of them still a client now. Well, actually, both of them are still clients now. And one of them I really look up to, and they're amazing. So I got that through networking, and then I got a business mentor through the Kent Foundation, which for anyone who doesn't know, that is a charity who provides free business mentorship to anyone under 40. And that mentor was really great in kind of telling me, okay, why don't we go and try this? Why don't you go and join this group? Why don't you get involved with this organisation? And that led me to kind of finding my tribe, as they say, through other networking groups, which were more my vibe. So I'd kind of say, like, if you're just starting out and you want to build that network, don't be afraid to ask people how they did it. Because the chances are they'll welcome you with open arms. I know if someone asked me, I'd be like, come to one of my events, come with me to this, I see you, Sam, do it at events we go to all the time. You'll meet someone for the first time and you'll be like, oh, you going to the next event or so-and-so. And you kind of like pick people up as you go along. And you always kind of find the people that aren't interested in building these long-term relationships, their business either goes stagnant or you'll find yourself overtaking them because they didn't invest in people, so people aren't invested in them. Yeah.
I do feel like I'm not sure if it's just a me thing, but I don't put any effort into it, really. Like, for me, it's just an organic thing, and it should be organic as well. You shouldn't have to force relationships, really.
Yeah.
like the networking groups are just there as an opportunity to meet other people.
Yeah.
It's then down to you to find out, right, who are you going to organically sort of connect with? Because you don't want to force it, because it'll have the opposite effect. Like if you get in the wrong crowds, the wrong circles, those that believe in, that have different business beliefs than you, because everyone's got a different business plan. It could be the fact that you are literally just trying to make money and that's it, and you will do anything it takes to make money. That's a very different mindset to what we have, which is we generally want to support businesses, and we know how much we're worth, and we won't take advantage of the fact that there's businesses out there that could afford more.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's our. Like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night personally if I knew that I was ripping customers off. So there are different circles, and you just don't want. You want to make sure that you stay with your beliefs, and you allow yourself to feel driven by people who are doing as well as you, or even better than you, in a right way that is your right way.
But I don't know if you'd agree though. I think when you first start out, go to everything. To everything, and then whittle it down. What did you like? What didn't you like? What aspects of which? Where were your people?
I would say that is what has definitely kind of put Fuzzy Logic on the fast track, is that we did go to everything.
Yeah, same here.
And it allowed me to learn what clubs are good for me, what people are good for me.
Yeah.
And clubs are starting all the time as well. Like Synergy wasn't around a year ago.
Yeah.
And yet it's becoming one of the fastest growing networking groups in Kent. And before you know it, this time next year there'll be another one, I'm sure. Hey Hev, have you heard of IT Managed Services? They're an IT support service based in Kent.
Yeah, I've been with them for over a year now. I love being able to just call them at any point and they take over my computer and fix the issue so much quicker than spending hours on Google.
Why have you kept that to yourself all this time? Right, I need to sign up to these guys. What's their website?
It's it-ms.co.uk, or you can call 01634 218 362.
But one thing that I've learned, and everyone is different, is I actually really like the small, independent, one-off networking events.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, run by cafes or event venues, and ones that are like, they actually introduce a bit of a different technique. Like we went to one very recently. That was a wine tasting.
Oh, that was fabulous.
Obviously,
that one.
we went for the wine, but we made some.
We went for the wine. We stayed for the connections.
Yeah, that's a great tagline. But it's just different, and you meet people that aren't in the circles that you're in as well.
Yeah, that's what I love. When you go to an event, you meet someone you didn't know, and you hit it off, and you're like, okay, this person is on my vibe.
100%.
And it might not be someone that you're ever going to work with, but it could be someone that is now an avid supporter of all your LinkedIn posts, and they like and comment on your LinkedIn posts, and then someone that they're connected with saw it and they inquire. So it's like the web gets bigger and bigger. The more you put yourself out there, the more you connect, more you invest in people. And like vice versa. You might then comment and like on their post and someone sees you through that. And they go, oh, I didn't know they were connected. Like, I'll pay more attention to them now.
100%, yeah. It is important to get those, the list of people that have attended that event. Because you never know, like next time you go, really, if you want, you try and talk to the people that you didn't talk to last time.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the opportunities that you're missing out on.
Yeah. I would always say as well, remember the people on your way up as well. As your business is growing, and you get to the point of kind of like a success, give everyone the same time of day. Because I remember when I first started, there was people I reached out to kind of like one-to-ones or just to like get to know them better, and they just like completely like ghosted me or ignored me. They're now tapping me up for work, and okay, I have work to give, but it's not going to go to them because they didn't have the time of day for me when I was just starting out. And I think people sometimes just forget a general respect. You've got to have so much respect for everyone you meet, because you never know who knows who. You never know who's going to end up in what position.
And everyone has a different perception of what success is as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think you can judge someone's success on what they're putting out online either. With some people, you'll think, God, Jesus, they must be making bank. And
These slurs are going out of hand.
they must be making so much money, and actually, in fact, they're struggling to make their rent payment that month, and they've had to let a member of staff go. But they've put out a perception, and people were buying into it. So it's really difficult, and I think you can get in your own head about it.
My honest opinion on that is that they're not being authentic. They're creating a perception that isn't real to try and get clients, and they're only going to attract their non-ideal client because they're not being authentic.
Yeah.
And whether they're trying to become someone that they're not to improve themselves is one thing. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But is that really the person they want to be?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. And I think if you have a strong network of people, they hopefully will be in a position where they'd be like to you, look, come on, like, I think we should pivot direction here, or I think we should switch up the strategy. Or maybe you wouldn't get to that position where you're in bad times, because they would kind of rescue you out of it.
Yeah. There's definitely different levels of like connections, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because obviously we got Team Fuzzy, which I kind of look at as like a collective of people who are we now know each other to quite a personal level, and we'll be completely honest with each other. But then you'll meet people that you probably see week in and week out at different networking events, and they might say something that has crossed the line because in your perception you're not at that like level yet with the connection. You think, oh, actually they're just trying to be nice and like give me some honest opinion.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one. But I see people at the same networking events constantly where in a way I forget actually to say hi, how are you? Because you think, I'm seeing this guy every single week. Like, you just jump straight into conversation about business. And it's quite rude, really. But
my thing is, because I like being called by my nickname, I just assume everyone wants to be called by their nickname. So, like, if I see someone, I don't know, say if they're, like, called Kevin or something, I'd be like, hi, Kev. And, like, this is another thing. It's like, just be careful that you don't get...
Fuzz, though.
I think it changes who I'm... do you know what? If I'm talking about you to someone, I call you Fuzz because people know you better as Fuzz. But if I'm talking to you directly, I say Sam.
I don't know why.
No, I'm not sure either. But that is something like... And again, like sometimes I like go in straight for a hug with people and I think, oh, were we on that level?
Yeah, I know what you
And then I have like the instant regret of, oh no, I've just really got in their personal space.
I know what you mean. For some reason, I think it's an age thing, and I'm sorry to bring that into it. I think it was about 30, and I was like, I honestly don't care now what people think of me. I'm going to be myself. If they like it, they do.
Yeah.
If they don't, it's fine. And you're not going to catch the same Fuzz every single day.
Yeah.
One day I will be all huggy. The next day I'll be like, I'm really sorry. I don't want to hug you.
Yeah, I'm not vibing today.
I'm not vibing today.
Sometimes I fear I'm a bit like Hurricane Heather coming in. I'm like, I'm here.
But that's just another level of authenticity. Like, we are not all the same person every single day.
Yeah.
And people have to respect that. And I think Rookie says it's a good space. Because people know that. Like,
yeah.
It's not sustainable. Like, I don't know how people do it. And there's loads of life coaches and business coaches out there that are constantly happy. And my inner thoughts are, I would love to see the bad side of it.
Yeah, but also, like, if I am stressed or not feeling it, I don't go.
Yeah.
So that's why people maybe have not seen, like, a calmer version of myself. Because if I'm not feeling it, I ain't going. Yeah, so I do think, like... Yeah. Like, yes, you need to build your network. You need to invest in these people. But if your head is not in it that day, it'd be better off if you didn't go. Yeah,
like, I think that's very much an opinion thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people that I'm quite close with who went to an event, they didn't want to go, and they ended up actually creating some amazing connections and getting some work out of it. So it's just swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it depends on your personality. Like, for me, if I'm not feeling it, I'm going to not be very good at conversation. I'm going to want to just sit on my phone.
Yeah.
So I think you have to just know yourself well enough to know how you're going to respond.
100%. But you and I are very similar to the fact that, like, if we were hosting an event, we can go from, like, not feeling it to feeling it within about a glass of Prosecco.
Yeah, I'm like, when it comes to hosting, I'm like a Duracell bunny. And then I get home and I, like, crash so hard because it's like my social battery is just, like, maxed out.
I can't sleep when I'm after networking.
Really?
My heart is just, like, pumping.
Yeah, to be fair, I do have to sit on TikTok for a few hours.
For 7 hours and 15 minutes according to your phone.
I think, like I say, it's knowing yourself, knowing your personality, finding your people.
Yeah, and then just just lastly, it's don't be afraid to reassess who is in your network.
Yeah.
And it's just the same with your friendship groups, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people hold because it's like a sentimental thing because they've been friends for 20 plus years and they were friends at school. If they're sucking energy away from you constantly, like, yes, we're all going to have our bad days. And that's the best thing about having a network is that those people around you are going to bring you up.
Yeah.
But don't expect them to bring you up every single day, week on, month on, year.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not sustainable.
No, and I think there's no shame in having a bit of a cull every now and then. And especially as well, because I know we spoke previously about adaptability. If that person who was in your circle has adapted into something or their business has gone in a direction where you think, actually, like, we're not really aligned anymore, that's completely fine to kind of step away from that relationship. Because just as much as you're adapting, so are they, and that's not right or wrong. That's just they're gone down a different path, so you take the next exit. So it's just, you have to assess the situation.
100%. I think it's a key part of really running your business. On that note, we'll end the episode there. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure as always.
We'll see you guys next week for another episode of
Rookie CEO Podcast, guys.
Who's it? Was he? Are you taking a mick out of me? Was he trying to impersonate me? Then?
Hi guys, it's Sam.
I'm not American.
That's just how you sound in my head.
Right. Bye.
Bye.